G'day everybody, welcome to a very special episode on this channel where we're going to be talking all about PlayStation. Now I've got the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, and guess what? Thanks to a really cool friend of mine, we now also have the PlayStation 5. And this is the disc tray version, and we're going to be doing a review on this mother today. I am super Saiyan, really excited about this. So we're going to unbox this and we're going to be showing you the size comparisons between each one of these, bad boys. There's another camera angle of all of them. So, you got the 4 PlayStations there and the box next to all of them. So if you like this, subscribe, give us a like because we are doing this every single day, guys, on this channel, channel 2. But of course we are on channel 1 doing travel films every now and then all around the world. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Tallboy Gareth. There we go, we can see it a little bit better now. Let's just get straight into this. So I'm going to do a quick comparison of all of these and then we're going to unbox the 5. Deal? Alright, so starting with number 1, quite literally. The number 1 in the list is going to be the PlayStation 1, and this was such a revolutionary machine when it came out back 97, I think I'm going to say 97. I don't know the specific dates. That's not why you're here to watch the dates, all right? But anyway, there's the one. It had a little disc tray kind of thing where you can put the thing in. Now, disclaimer, this has the actual spinning disc mechanism taken out, all right? The little laser light that shines on the disc is missing. I took this to get repaired and it was broken, so I just kind of left it out. But anyway, that is the PlayStation 1. We'll do a quick little picture-in-picture so you guys can actually see me at the same time. So there we go, that's the front. Obviously you can remove the memory cards kind of thing. And that's what the front looked like. That's what's inside looks like too. Oh my goodness. That's my name, everybody. And you guys can tell, that's definitely my PlayStation. But yep, that's the side, the back, side and underneath. All right. No HDMI for those days. That was all AV cables kind of thing. So anyway, that's the PlayStation 1. Going to number 2 right here. Now there's a bit of a cum stain looking thing there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. What have I been doing to my PlayStations? No one asked. Anyway, so okay, we've got the PlayStation 2 with the first time that this thing actually moves. So I'll move this camera up for you. Now this thing right here, a lot of people don't realize is that this thing actually is movable. So if you want to have your PlayStation kind of like this, then you can. But if you want to have it like this, the thing is obviously in the wrong direction, right? So you can actually turn it and twist it around. So now it's the correct way up. How awesome is that? Did you know about that? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. Obviously the disc tray came out and it had also memory card slots for the PlayStation 2 as well. 2 USB slots. And I don't know what that is, but who cares, right? I'm not really sure about that one. That's what the side looks like. We'll pull the camera out a little. All right. That's what the back looks like. Now this PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 2 had the capabilities for adding a hard drive kind of thing. We didn't do that, but there are countless people online that say that they've actually used this little secret area to store their weed over the years. There's photos of it online, people stuffing their weed bags with weed inside of there, right? Interesting. Imagine on a hot day when that fan is blowing the air around. Your parents and the whole street will be able to smell it. Anyway, going to the number 3 right now, which is most definitely the heaviest out of the bunch. Really heavy creature this thing was. Yeah, that's really heavy. Okay, so putting that back down. Obviously the PlayStation 3 had very similar capabilities with the 2 regarding this, right? You could twist this around. So there we go. If you wanted to store your PlayStation in an upright position like that, then absolutely you could do that, right? Really cool PlayStation. I remember when the PlayStation 3 came out, they were saying that it was harder for the developers to actually build games for it because of the actual software was different, like majorly different compared to the 2. But interesting console nonetheless. Really, really loved it. Many, many hours played with that one. So there's the front, sides, and yeah, there we go. Look at that. I never did upgrade any of my hard drives for any of the PlayStations, including the 4. I probably should have. You know, it would have been really, really cool to upgrade them, but I didn't. The memory card just fell on the floor. Going to number 4 now. All right, number 4 was an absolute beast of a machine, and it still currently is. A lot of people can't get their hands on one of these. Right, these are very, very hard to get, and as a result, people are still playing on their 4s. It's a great machine. All right. Obviously, the 4 is what we all know today. Great looking console. I like the sideways slope. It reminds me of a fast train going down the track, you know, aerodynamic train kind of thing. I love trains. All right, just look behind me. Toolboy Gareth. There we go. All right. Plug time. Go subscribe. Do your thing, lads. All right. Anyway, so that's obviously the 4 around the side, the back, and all that stuff, right? And that's going to leave us to number 5. And this is where we're going to unbox this beast right now for the first time on camera. And I think we're going to actually plug this in and see the screen for the very first time. So thank you, Brandon, who's just sitting off camera, and his mum's off camera too. So thank you, Vicky. Brandon doesn't realize this yet, but I'm actually going to steal this from him. Insert Snoop Dogg music. I'm joking, I'm not going to steal it. But hey, there is that YouTube channel, Will It Blend? That's another interesting thing. Would it blend, Brandon? My goodness, that'd be a really cool video. PlayStation 5 blending. I don't think he likes me anymore. Anyway, all right, let's do this right now. Which camera angle are we going to pick? Probably that one. Okay, scissors are in the back pocket. And we'll slowly lift this up. And we'll turn that around. I don't think we need scissors at the moment. We'll undo this right there. All right. We'll lift this up. What could be inside? What could be inside? Oh my goodness. All right. So the first box is going to be this long rectangle. So we'll quickly open it up and see what's inside. All right. So that's what's inside of there. You've got instructions and cables and stuff like that. Let's have a quick look at this. So yeah, PlayStation 5, all right. I'm guessing one's in English, one's in Japanese kind of thing. There we go. All right, put that over there. We've got something really cool in here. I don't know what it would be. What do you think it is, Brandon? What do you think this is? Controller? I don't know. I don't think it's a controller. What could this be? Oh, it's the base. It's the base. There we go. Cool. Okay, that goes over there just like that. What can we find in here now? We've got a HDMI cable. All right. Easy enough. Now what's in here? Another power cable. Whoa, what could this be, Brandon? What could this be? What do you think it is? That's the controller? I think he's right. This is definitely the controller. Wow, look at that. The controller is so sexy, it's blocking out my face, and so it should. We've got a sexier object in the room right now. There we go. Wow. Sniff test. Smells like Sony should be getting their act together and building these faster. My goodness, Sony, what are you doing with yourselves? Jesus, man, get your finger out and start building these faster, all right? People, we the people need this, all right? So we'll put that there for now, and put this box over here, and we'll continue on with what's inside. I think, oh my goodness, there is one more thing in here. It's another cable, secret compartment. There we go. We'll put that box over there. Just like that. Now, what else is in this box? I wonder what it could be. This is going to be hard to show you. We'll try and do it this way. What do you guys reckon? All right, can you guys see inside? Got to be very careful. We don't want any scratches before it goes inside the blender, okay? All right. Brandon's going to kill me in a minute. Packaging material, okay? Lift it up. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. So back to 3. I guess we'll unpackage it from this angle. Move them out the way, we don't need them right now. I'll put a picture in picture so you guys can see a bit better. Maybe we won't do the picture in picture because you can't actually see the PlayStation. We'll go back to that in a second. I'm so excited. Shit, my goodness. All right, slowly, softly put that down and unravel it. Wow, and there you go, everybody. PlayStation 5 in the studio. This is awesome. I am really loving that. Move that out of the way. All right. My goodness, I feel like I'm touching something really precious, like a baby bird nest or something. I don't want to, like, you know, whoops, I've just killed the egg, you know. I'm trying to be careful here. Going to camera 6, and we'll lift up this camera, I think. We'll do picture in picture, and we'll show you what's going on there with the PlayStation 5. My goodness. Wow. So that's the front, or the top, I guess you could say. The very front. We'll do a bit of a spin around the back, underneath. Oh, that's the top there, isn't it? Actually, that's the top right there. Okay. Actually, I'm just thinking, can this be actually laid down on the floor? I don't know. Because I know it sits up like this, right? Does this actually lay down? I'm gonna lean more on no. No, it doesn't. Look at that. That's interesting. There's a slight wobble if you have it that way. So maybe, just maybe, it's only intended to be upright like this. All right, okay. Who would have thought? Going back to camera 8, we'll do a picture in picture, and we'll bring the camera a little closer and we'll zoom in. And all right, there we go. That's the front. So we're getting USB and USB-C, right? I think. Is that the off button and the disc tray button kind of thing? So that's awesome. That's the back. Now we're getting, looks like 2 USB 3.0. I can usually tell because it's blue inside. You've got the Ethernet internet, and you've got the HDMI and the power, obviously. All right, so I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to plug this in and see the initial loading screen for the very first time. Obviously, I will be editing this video, so we'll come back to that in a second.
A few moments later.
All right, so there's one more thing I want to do before we plug it in for you guys. Quickly doing a size comparison with all 5 PlayStations. It sounds strange, like hearing that, right? All 5 PlayStations, but yes, there has been 5 different versions, and we've got them all in the studio today. All right, awesome. So we'll move the camera over here a little, and we'll get a great shot of the PlayStation. Now, my little assistant, Brandon, has just put the base underneath the PlayStation, so apparently you can actually have it laying like this, which is awesome. I didn't realize that. So using camera 8, we're going to quickly detach this camera right here, this one right here, and we're going to show you underneath the PlayStation and then do a quick size comparison. So this is what it looks like underneath. It's quite literally floating. That's awesome. And yeah, the disc tray apparently goes underneath, and the PlayStation sign is on top. Now, for you people that obviously have a PlayStation or that have been obsessing for one, you would obviously know these things, but hey, we're learning them right now. So let's do the size comparison right now and start off with the very first PlayStation 1. All right, this is what it looks like kind of on top. All right, there we go. So the PlayStation 1 was definitely a lot smaller than the 5. All right. Moving now to the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2, very slowly put that on top. Just like that. So there we go. This is us doing a bit of a turnaround. All right. What do you guys reckon about that? So obviously the PlayStation 2, still very small compared to the 5. All right, going to number 3, and I don't think I'm going to rest number 3 on the 5 because the number 3 is effing really heavy. It almost made me swear. I usually do swear on the channel, but because this is a PlayStation related video, the kiddies are probably watching. So going to the 3 on the 5. But we will not put it on fully because it is very, very heavy. So that's what it looks like. I will say I think the 5 is still a little bigger, which is interesting, but it is definitely not as heavy as the 3. All right, look at that. What do you guys reckon? Yeah. Now, there's one optical illusion that's actually happening, which you guys might not be able to tell so far, but this thing looks bigger than it actually is, probably because it has, probably because it has those really long leaf arms, right? The actual internal components are a little, quite a bit smaller than what it looks, right? It reminds me of those lizards that make themselves look bigger than they actually are, right? And they do that just before they attack you. Now, we'll go to the very last one, which is the 4 on top of the 5. Let's do this. 4 on top of the 5. Now, this one's definitely a lot lighter, so I think we should be all right with just landing that on there. What was that noise? Did you just hear a crack then, Brandon? He's going to kill me soon. So there we go. That's what it looks like on top of there. Obviously, the 4 is a lot smaller still than the 5. Using camera 5. Camera 8 will go around here and show you around. Awesome. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys reckon? All right, quick weight comparison. I haven't got scales here, and I can't really properly weigh the PlayStation 1 because, as you guys have seen, there is no internal components inside of that. So let's just do a quick little rough estimate. Well, definitely the 1 is definitely very light. I think with its internal components, I think it still would be pretty light as well. So most of the components are there except for the main, spinny disc thing that usually is there, and the laser that shines up, right? But other than that, I think leaning more towards that this would probably be the lightest one so far. Going to the 2, kind of all right. 3 is just absolutely massive. 4, what do you think, Brandon? Which one's heavier? This is the 4, and this one's the, that's the 4, this is the 2. Which one's heavier?
The 4.
The 4? Yeah. The 4 is heavier. All right, we'll put them back. Thanks, bud. All right, so there we go. And then, of course, picking up the 5. Yeah. Okay. This is probably the lightest. PlayStation 1 is the lightest. 2 is the second lightest. Maybe PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 is the third lightest, heaviest. Then this one is going to be the 4th heaviest. You get what I'm trying to say? We're going up in heaviness, right? And the PlayStation 3 is going to be the heaviest. I think we've got that correct. Shit, I don't know. They're both on par. They're both pretty heavy. I don't know. I haven't got proper scales, but I reckon probably the 3 is the heaviest one. That's just my thoughts. All right. So here's a quick little look at a PlayStation 5 controller next to the 4. There is a stain there. I don't know what it is with these cum stains lately, but hey, there we go. We've got that right there, and we've got that right there. Now that's currently plugged into the 5. So we'll do that way and that way. What do you guys reckon? All right, what do you guys reckon? Kind of like that. What do you reckon? It's about the same size, but I will say that the 5 definitely looks a little bigger, right? Weight, size, weights. And when it comes to the actual weight of the thing, maybe, yeah, I think the 5 is a little, oh no, then again, no, I was almost going to say it was a little heavier, but I don't know. Shit, I'm leaning more towards the 4 is a little heavier now. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much on par with each other. But there's just one last little look of the 2 controllers next to each other. You got a 4 and a 5. Both, of course, are the white versions. All right, we're now going to plug this bad boy in and see what it looks like on screen for the very first time. Let's do this. Plug that in, the HDMI.
There we go.
Too easy. All right. All right, go for it. All right, guys, I think we've just turned it on for the very first time. Oh my God, yep, it's on. It is definitely on and definitely blue. One of those camera angles should be showing a PlayStation right now. So guys, for whatever reason, the PlayStation 5 isn't quite working with my A10 Mini Pro Extreme pretty much. This thing that I use to control my camera angles, right? Yeah, but that's getting about $2,000, right? So I would have thought that this would have worked. And it came out this year, right? 2021. So I would have thought this would have worked with the PlayStation 5, but for whatever reason, it's not working. So I couldn't end up getting the picture directly from my machine into the machine to you guys. So I had to film with this camera looking at the actual television screen, right? So this is the image you're about to see. Here we go. So we've had problems getting this thing working with my Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro. So we've plugged it directly into the television, which is why we're kind of recording it like this. And yeah, this is what we're seeing so far. Yeah, that's fine. That's default. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Isn't that like with
Yeah.
apps?
Yeah.
They collect information to help you out.
There's so many.
There's so many different options and stuff to pick from.
Oh, here we go.
Ready.
Wow, Brando, look
I still
at that.
don't know. Okay, that's it. And this brand, oh, it's brand new.
Oh, there you
There
go.
it is. Good gallery. But it's never gonna do again.
There you go. All right, so that was just a quick little look around at the menu, just a quick little browse. As I said before, that we can't actually get the PlayStation 5 signal through to my device for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, but it's a professional TV switcher for content creators, but it won't work. I will probably try and research that later and try and work out why that is. But if you guys have something similar to what I have with my A10 Mini Pro or the Extreme version, which is the one I have, the ISO version, if you have something similar and you've tried to connect the PlayStation 5 and it won't work, let me know in the comments below, how did you get it to work? Because when I do get my PlayStation 5 eventually, like I said, this is Brandon's. When I do get mine, I do intend to start maybe making videos once a week kind of thing, or maybe twice a week of game streaming. You know, that'll be one of my videos that I make every week. It will be streaming from the PlayStation 5. But yeah, currently not working, so I'm not too sure why that is. If you guys like this video and the comparison of all 5 different PlayStations, then you guys know what to do. Come join me on this adventure. Every single day, videos in the studio. Channel 2 is where we're at right now, but of course we are on Channel 1 where we make travel vlogs all around the world. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at TallBoyGareth. I've been Tall. My name's Gareth. And thank you, Brandon, again for this little adventure. I love you all. Bye-bye.